Go. Happy New Year, everyone. Can you believe that it is 2020? This is such an amazing year, numerologically speaking and astrologically speaking. I want to do a couple of announcements first before I get to the Wheel of the Year reading. Those of you that have been with me for many years, I thank you very much for all of your support, and all of my students and clients and friends. And those of you that are brand new, I am Ann Darda. I am very excited to be doing this annual Wheel of the Year reading that I do on New Year's Day. A couple of things. I will be in my office tomorrow evening between 6 and 9 Mountain Standard Time. But then next week, I'm actually going to be shifting to Monday and Wednesday evenings because I'm also a college professor, and so my schedule is shifting because of that. So I will be in my office in the evenings on Mondays and Wednesdays starting next week, and then I'll always be every Saturday in my office. And also just making appointments with me on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And it's also really important to message me about making an appointment in the evenings or on Saturdays, because my office building this past year, they added some extra security so that you can't just come into the building to my office. But I'm actually sort of happy about that because somebody destroyed my inside sign a couple of times last year, and only mine out of like 30 businesses, but it was during the whole witch hunt talk and all that stuff. So you definitely need to let me know so that way I can meet you up at the front doors and let you into the building. And let's see, what else was there? So this Saturday, I have my basic meditation class that I think is, out of all of the different tools that I teach people, meditation is one of the most important things, I feel. No matter what your spiritual path is, meditation is vital. And then next Saturday, I have my once a year household magic class, because I do a lot of house clearings. And that's something, if you need to get a hold of me concerning that, you can, have me come if you're in the Denver metro area, or if you wanted to just come to the class to learn how to do it yourself. I think that that's a very important skill for everybody to have. So let me see, was there anything else? I think that was it as far as announcements go. And one final thing before we get going. So a lot of people have been talking about 2020, the year of vision, okay? A lot. But I want us to look at that metaphorically speaking. Let's try and go into this new year with a clear vision. A clear goal in mind, personally, socially, family-wide, this is the micro to macro. And also concerning visions, let's take off the rose-colored glasses as well as the blinders. We need to be able to see things for what they actually are. And once again, this is your own personal life all the way to the larger scale social, issues. And I know that it can be very overwhelming to be aware constantly. And we have to have that balance of just focusing on our lives and what's going on with us, as well as what's going on in the world and socially. Okay, so it's a fine balance that I think that we all struggle with, but I think that if we can just try to keep that goal for this next year, of that clear vision of seeing what it is that we want and acting upon it, not just sitting on our butts and hoping that it's going to come true, because there is power in, positive thinking and things like that. But at the same time, you also have to do the actions. I'm always telling my students and clients that you have to do the mundane as well as the magic. You can't just rely on magic. Okay. So What this is, the Wheel of the Year is basically, I like to look at each month of what it is that we are going to be experiencing socially. You are welcome to look at my past Wheel of the Year readings that I've posted on my Andarta page, and I'm going to have to figure out how to post them on my website as well. I'm not the greatest with technology, but I'll figure it out. You can schedule with me a reading for your own personal life. I have people that have been doing this for years now, and I recommend taking notes and or recording them. And we can do this over the phone or in person, so we don't have to just be in person, although I prefer in person. But if you are, I have clients all around the world, and it's just really good to touch bases with what it is that you're going to be experiencing this next year. And I have people, it's really cool to hear from people, you know, like mid-year and so forth, of just, you know, what all's happened and how, you know, it's lined up with the reading that I did for them. So we're going to actually have 13 cards. It's going to be the 12 months, and then the key card that's going to be in the center, which is sort of like the energy of that year. Okay. So I'm using the Arthurian Tarot deck. This is the first edition, and this is by John and Caitlin Matthews. And I also do a daily draw every day on my Andarta page, and I post my availability for that day, or, you know, the next time I'm going to be in my office, so that people can message me to schedule readings and come to classes and things like that. And what I do in the morning is I ground myself. I just ask, what do we all need to know for today? Okay, and so this is what I'm going to be looking at, is what do we all need to know for this next year? And I also use my pendulum to get some more detailed information. So if you are wondering about that, that's what that is. Okay. So this January, this month, is the Stone Maiden. And I feel that this is not a specific person. Here, I'm going to hold this up there. Okay. I don't feel that this is necessarily a specific... No, it is a specific person. Is this a specific young woman that is going to be influential in January? Okay. Is this the energy of everybody? Okay, so this is one specific person. The more I tapped into it, the more I was feeling that this is one specific person, and this is a young woman. That she's the Earth Maiden. She listens to the Earth. She is very practical, and she's concerned about the Earth, and she is... I really feel like she's maybe an environmentalist, and we've had a lot of young people really stepping up to the plate these past couple of years. And I feel like she is, if it's not somebody that's already prominent, I feel that this is somebody that is going to become prominent, and it is female energy that I'm sensing. And I think that she is going to try to influence people in a positive way, but really just standing up for things and being very practical, especially concerning the Earth. Okay. Now February, I have Spear 8. Okay, and Spear 8 is a travel card, usually, but not always. Is this concerning travel in February? Yes, okay. Is this more issues concerning airlines? Oh, jeez. is this going to be a positive impact on all of us in February? Okay. Well, I feel like, and this came up this last year concerning some major issues with planes in particular, and I feel like this is an airline issue, whether it be the whole Boeing issue as well. It feels like it's a continuation of that, quite honestly. But there's going to be more issues or something else that's going to surface. I really hope that it's not another flight that has some type of destruction, but it is going to be prominent in February that we are going to really have to look at, you know, our modes of travel, and as well as pricing of things, being aware of the impact that we have on, you know, finances and the planet and everything concerning our traveling. So I think that travel, but it feels, once again, air travel, once again, that is going to be the most prominent thing. And it doesn't feel like it's going to be positive. Okay. All right. So March, we have the Grail 2. Okay. And this is a new relationship or love. The Grail is, you know, the cups in traditional decks. Is this a specific couple that is going to be prominent in March of this year? Okay. Are they going to make a positive impact on our society? Interesting. It feels like it's a newer relationship, not something that's established already, but this couple in particular, whether or not they actually are celebrities in some way, and it doesn't feel like celebrities, but it feels like they are people that are in the public view, that we're aware of, and maybe a political couple that is relatively new, but most importantly, they are working together to try and promote some changes, and their relationship in particular is going to cause waves in some way. I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily like an affair or something like that. But it's something that's going to be getting everybody's attention as far as their relationship, but also what they're using their relationship for, as far as like some type of a positive impact on other people. Okay. All right, so this is April. So we have the Grail Knight, okay, for April. Is the Grail Knight a specific person that is going to be prominent in April? Yes, okay. Is this some type of, I feel like it's a musician in some way. Is this a musician or somebody in the arts? Okay. Is this person, is it female? Is it male? Okay. Are they... Okay, it really feels like transgender in some way, because I'm really having a hard time tapping into masculine and feminine, and I feel like their transition is actually going to be very important to people, and that is something that we are, you know, I've been talking about a lot, that we need to be more supportive and protective of our transgender people that we love so much, and that but for some reason this person is, and I keep seeing them as a musician in some way, or music is going to be really important, that's how they're going to express themselves or something like that, but it's going to be very eye-opening for many people, and it's going to bring awareness, a positive awareness, and which is really interesting because the Grail Knight's usually not about necessarily just music, because he's about our dreams and our dream work and meditations and things like that. But it really feels like it's the arts that is going to be very prominent or impactful. So, okay. All right, so now we're to May. Wow, we have a lot of people. So we have the Sword Maiden here. All right, is the Sword Maiden one specific person in May that's going to be influential? No, okay. Because it really feels like it's a group of young people. Is this a group of young people that's going to be prominent in May? Okay. Is it going to be mixed genders? No, okay. So it feels like it's a young women's group. And I keep seeing sports for some reason. I don't know why. In May, I don't even know if there's any sports that are happening specifically in May for women's groups in some way, but it feels like they are really going to do something very positive or break records, and I know that there's the U.S. soccer team, the women's soccer team, that has really been doing some amazing things, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like this is younger than that team, that they are, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to create a new type of sport, or they're going to break the gender roles or the rules concerning young women, and that they are going to be really paving the way for new ways of thinking. The Sword Maiden, she is the Sword family. They are the defenders, but the Sword Maiden in particular, she teaches self-sacrifice, and yet she also stands up for other people. And I think that this group of young women, they're going to really be pushing themselves to make an impact for not just themselves, but for other young women. So I'm not quite sure what that is there. Okay. So then June, oh my goodness, we have so many people. Here's the Spear King. Okay. Is the Spear King, is this one specific person that is going to influence us in June? Yes, okay. Is this person a positive person for our society? No, okay. Is this a lawyer? Yeah, because the Spear King, they can be a teacher or a lawyer or somebody some older man that's educated, and I feel like this is a lawyer that is going to. It said that it was negative, that is going to put them into the spotlight or resurface, and that I think that a lot of things are, this is that 2020, that vision thing. I really feel like a lot of things are going to be coming uncovered, and even more so than what we had experienced this past year, that people are going to want to know the absolute truth on things. And that I think that all of the things, the actions and words that this lawyer in particular has done is really going to surface to where he's not going to be a happy person, and he is going to have to face a lot of his karma, and that is in June. Okay, so in July we have the Spear 9. Okay, all right. The Spear 9 is all about tenacity and strength, and it's also sort of like the final battle. If you've been struggling through something, it's sort of like that final, just get through this, you can do this type of thing. And it feels like Is this one specific person concerning Spear 9 in July? Yeah. Is this one group of people that is going to be... It really feels like it's a literal battle, quite honestly. I mean, it's not just people standing up for things, but it feels like there is going to be some type of struggle or confrontation or something like that, that a group of people are going to be pushed to their limits, but that they have to, and it really feels like our troops in some way, across seas. I don't know if there is going to be some type of confrontation or something that's going to surface. So we're in July, but it really feels like it's our soldiers across seas that they're going to be. It's the last stand or something like that, and I don't know exactly what it is. I just keep seeing sand. So I'm guessing it's in the Middle East in some way. I don't know if it's that our troops are finally going to be coming home, or if there's going to be something else that's going to happen to push that. But it feels like it is a group effort. It is not just one specific person or even one small group of people, but this is like a large group of people. Okay. Okay, and then we have... so this is August. Okay, so we have Spear 6, which is the other travel card. Okay, is Sword 6, is this concerning travel in August of 2020? Okay, is this concerning communication in any way? Okay, because it could also be about communication. Is this a continuation of the issues with Spear 8 in February? No. Okay. Is this concerning... I keep seeing cars now. I don't know why I'm seeing cars. Is this concerning automobiles? Is this... I just want to confirm. Is this concerning airplanes or any issues with flight? No. Okay. Is this going to be one specific instance or incident or something that is going to happen concerning cars or automobiles? Yes. Okay. Is this, just to confirm, is this concerning trains? Okay, so it's automobiles. Is this going to be like a major accident or something that is going to happen? Oh, jeez. And this is in August, so it's not like it's even during bad weather or anything. Is this in a major city that is going to impact people? Okay. It feels like there is going to be some type of major accident concerning automobiles, and I keep seeing highways. And I mean, this past year we had, in Denver here, we had a horrible accident, and it feels like it's something like that. I don't know if it's going to be the exact same thing, and I don't know if it's going to be here or not, but it's going to bring awareness to how we even... I don't know why travel is so important this year, how we get from point A to point B, but it feels like there is going to be some issues with people not doing the right things that they're supposed to be doing, or they are, drinking and driving or something like that. I don't know. It feels like it's more than just, like a standard, which they're all horrible, but it doesn't feel like it's just going to be the standard drinking and driving or something like that. It's going to be like a major accident. And I don't know why I keep saying LA, but it's like a big, big, big city, bigger than Denver, that this is going to happen. So everybody be careful. All right. So now we have September, and we have the Stone Queen. All right. Is the Stone Queen, is this one specific person that is going to be prominent in September of 2020? Yes. Okay. Is this, she feels like a politician. Is this somebody in the political arena? Yes. Okay. Is she going to have something positive happen in September? Is she going to change some policies, or I feel like she's running for president. Is this somebody that's running for president? Okay. It feels like there's going to be some type of big news that, and it feels female, that this woman that is running for president of the United States, that I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a positive thing or not, but there's going to be some big news about her running for election in September. That I don't know if it's necessarily that she's going to be out completely, but that it's, I don't know if it's going to be like maybe a health issue that she's going to have, that she might have to alter some things, or you know, some type of major conflict that happens, or she does really well. It feels like it's going to be like both positive and negative, but the negative comes first, to where something negative is going to happen, and then she bounces back from that and actually uses that as fuel to prove that she is able to run for presidency. But she's very grounded because she is the Earth Queen. So, okay, so that is September. October, we have the Wounded King. And in traditional decks, that is the Hanged Man. Is this, is the Wounded King in October 2020, is this one specific person in that's going to become prominent? No. Is this a group of people? Yes. Okay. Is this concerning, I keep seeing like people's lives in limbo, and it feels like it's something to do with a court or a group of judges or somebody that needs to determine about what happens to these group of people that they are. And the Wounded King or the Hanged Man is all about suspending yourself in midair to determine what the best course of action is. And for some reason it feels like there's like two groups. The one group is determining for the other group, and it really feels like this other group, it's literally their lives at stake. I don't know if it's that there's going to be changes concerning like the death penalty or something like that, but it feels like it's judicial concerning people in a prison or that are detained or something like that. Okay. So November, we have the Sword 2, which is interesting because that's the other card concerning being at a crossroads. Is the Sword 2, is this one specific person in November 2020? Is this concerning any political issues in November 2020? Oh, jeez. Is this concerning any political issues like the presidency? Oh, man. Ugh. Nobody wants to hear this. But the sword too is that it is not determined yet. And that is not something that I want to be saying right now. But the sword too is just sort of like the wounded king, as far as feeling like you're at a crossroads, that you're having to make a decision. And it is not determined yet who is going to win this 2020 presidency. And that it is it's going to be very close. I don't think that there's going to be any landslides at all whatsoever. So I don't think that anybody should take anything for granted. I think that everybody needs to vote. I think everybody needs to do their part and be aware of things. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it's a landslide in any way, shape, or form concerning this presidency. And then December is the Grail 7. All right, is the Grail 7, is this concerning one specific person in December? No. Is this concerning our entire society? Yeah. Is this concerning politics? No. Okay, good. Is this concerning... Is this healthcare? I just feel like it's healthcare or something like that. It's... Okay, so the Grail 7 is trying to see through illusions. And I don't know what in the world this has to do with healthcare, unless there is going to be a change in how healthcare is organized or determined or whatever it may be in December. Well, and that makes sense if it's like open enrollment or something like that. But it feels like there's gonna be a lot of deceit, or not everything is as it seems. That's exactly what it is. Not everything is as it seems concerning healthcare, because I just keep seeing people going to doctors and getting medicine and things like that, and I don't know why there would be this major upheaval or there's a lot of issues concerning our pharmaceutical companies and things like that, but I think that it's specifically healthcare and whether or not you're going to be able to take care of yourself and take care of your families, and that there's just going to be a lot of things to really make sure that, once again, we're back to that vision of seeing things clearly, of taking the blinders off and taking the rose-colored glasses off and things like that. That I think that that's just going to be something that we're all going to be experiencing. And then, so the key card is the Sword 7, which is sort of like a continuation of the Spear 9, but it feels like is this one specific person? No. So, the Spear 7 is the tenacity and the personal strength card, okay? It is, don't give up, okay? Don't feel like, well, this is it, there's no point. Believe in yourself. Believe in the things that you hold dear, and keep on going, okay? And if it's not working, if you keep having a lot of stumbling blocks, then reassess and see, okay, is this the path that I'm actually supposed to be on right now? And I think that that goes for, once again, the micro to the macro. In your personal life, are you, on the right path? Are you on the right course? Are you trudging along? And sometimes, we have challenges in order to see whether or not we actually want it. And sometimes we have a lot of stumbling blocks because we're on the wrong path. And I think that we all need to just reassess, are we on the right path or not? And that is both in our personal lives as well as a society. Are we doing the things that we actually need to be doing? And good luck trying to get everybody on the same page concerning what it is that we actually need to do. But it's just interesting that, because this is very much an action card. And I don't know if you remember last year's Wheel of the Year reading that I did, the key card was the Hermit, which was all about sitting back and reflecting and trying to figure out, all right, so what do I need to do? And this is don't give up, but it's a very much an action card of continuing on, keep on going. Don't doubt yourself. Okay, I think that we have a lot of doubt. I think we have a lot of anxiety, and we may not take care of ourselves enough, and that's something that's really important. If we're going to plow through, if we're going to keep on going, you need to take care of yourself in order to, fight the good fight. Okay, and that is all aspects of yourself: the mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional. Are you focusing on all of your strengths of all of those aspects of yourselves? Okay, but I really feel like we are going to be challenged, that we are going to be questioning ourselves a lot this year, but that it's going to be a lot more about action this year than last year's of, I wonder if this is what we should be doing. Just that whole contemplative, looking at our spirit guides, things like that. This is a year of action, okay? And I think that we need to make sure that we are as grounded as possible, and that we are, we surround ourselves with positive people. That's also another very important thing. That if you don't have positive people in your life, then it makes the challenges 10 times worse. Okay. So, I think that is pretty much it. It's like I said, we have a lot of people. I guess that there's going to be a lot of influential people this year, but that there's also going to be, the good, the bad, the ugly, all that stuff. But I think that just especially this November, the Sword 2 of things being up in the air. Like I said, don't take anything for granted. Don't assume that things are going to work out the way that you want them to. Do everything that you can, and stand your ground. Okay. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope that you all have a wonderful 2020. And if you are wanting a Wheel of the Year reading, I can do half an hour and hour readings. It's better if we have an hour, because then that gives me more time to get more details for you. But you can message me, and if you've, I think that my sales on my website have dropped already, so make sure to check those. And I am having a sale on my Wheel of the Year readings in January, so make sure to get a hold of me to do that. And just have a blessed 2020 and stay the course and believe in yourself, okay? So many blessings to you. All right, thank you. Bye.